Haridwar, a city where faith and calm live side by side, where the Ganga meets the plains, carrying with it stories as old as time. At dusk, thousands of diyas float on the river, each one a prayer, a promise, and a piece of hope. The sound of bells, chants, and mantras fills the air, and for a moment, everything stands still. यहाँ दुनिया भर से लोग आते हैं और जीवन को बेहतर ढंग से जीने के बारे में सीखते हैं, सिर्फ अपने लिए ही नहीं बल्कि दूसरों के लिए भी। And at the heart of it all is Dr. Chinmay Pandya, Pro Vice Chancellor of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. A psychiatrist turned spiritual teacher, bridging science and consciousness, ancient wisdom and modern thought. Today, we sit with him to understand the philosophy that keeps Shanti Kunj alive and the message it carries for a world that's searching for calm amid chaos.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chinmay Pandya, for giving us your valuable time. हमसे बात करने और ये समय निकालने के लिए आपका सबसे पहले तो बहुत धन्यवाद. If I would like to begin with asking that for someone meeting Shanti Kunj for the first time, so what's its purpose and how does it help people finding its purpose?
That's a great question, Shweta ji. First of all, thanks for having me. Shanti Kunj, to me, and also for 150 million members of the Gayatri Parivar, who are located in more than 80 different countries and 5,000 plus centers, for each of us, Shanti Kunj is like our home. It's the heart and soul of the Gayatri Parivar. But I think it is more than an ashram. It's a place of inner transformation. I like to call it a sanctuary for those who seem to be lost in their lives. All those questions that seem to trouble us when we are all alone, they can find their answers here. And Pujya Gurudev, who founded the entire Gayatri Parivar, imagine a person who for 42 years of his life was living in incognito. And remaining 38 years, Gurudev wrote 3,200 books. He established the entire Gayatri Parivar fraternity, 150 million members. And he used to call Shanti Kunj, this ashram, as the living laboratory of the total and spiritual awakening. Manushya mein devatva ka uday, dharti par swarg ka avtaran. To help me reconnect with my higher purpose, divinity, and to make society a decent place to live. So if I answer your question, the core purpose or the core idea of Shanti Kunj is very simple. And as Confucius said that life is simple, but we insist to make it complicated. An idea is that you don't have to change anyone else, just change yourself. If I embellish my thoughts, I refine my actions, I change my sentiments, then not only I lift myself, I also change the society that surrounds me. हम बदलेंगे तभी तो युग बदलेगा. Only if you change, then you can be an inspiration for others to follow. So it's more like a place where you help people to connect with their inner compasses, their true purpose within. So rediscover their purpose, realign with their life's goal, ambitions, and rebuild society. So Gurudev gave a triad of Upasana, Sadhana and Aradhana. Upasana referring to connecting with the divinity within, sadhana referring to disciplining one's life, and aradhana is essentially serving the society but to make it a enlightened place to be. So after all, there are only 2 days which are important in anyone's life. One when I was born, and second when I discover why. And this is the place people discover why.
So if I ask you that, what's the life philosophy you encourage seekers to adopt. That too, somewhere in such a modern and busy life, and which is workable at the same time.
Gurudev's philosophy was very simple, but I believe practical, because he did not believe in a kind of spirituality that makes us leave our life and responsibilities. His idea was, be here, perfect this life that's been gifted to you, rather than running away and escaping. So he was not an escapist, he was more like a realist. And his idea was that create your own Gita in your own Kurukshetra. We all have been gifted our battlegrounds, but let's create our own sense of spirituality. Because spirituality to him meant where selfishness ends. And for us to understand, like, the purpose of the spirituality, the purpose of the philosophy that he had, if we just see around us, on one hand we are reaching to the moon and Mars, but we seem to have forgotten ourselves. And worst of all, I think people have populated the planet but annihilated the humanity. So compassion seems to be fading, greed is growing, and there is a vanishing sense of humanity. The reason it is not there, I believe, because for long we have been dreaming a dream from which I hope we are waking up. Dream is that if you give everyone money and prosperity, then their life will be miraculously happy. And the truth is that, when the struggle for survival gets subsided, then the real questions of life, they start to emerge. Survival for what? Now people have means to live, but no meaning to live for. So Gurudev's idea of philosophy was to gift that meaning wherever they are. They could be an elite studying in a affluent part of India or abroad, or they could be working in the farm of an India. But each would have a possibility to discover their own purpose. If people continue to live with aspiration and gratitude, then even the busiest modern life could provide a hope and inspiration to the people. It could even be a form of meditation.
Exactly. My another question is that only, like, अगर आपकी टीचिंग्स की बात करें तो आप किन टीचिंग्स पर मेनली फोकस करते हैं? इज इट मेडिटेशन, गायत्री साधना, यज्ञ और वैल्यू बेस्ड लिविंग?
Gayatri and Yajna were the two principal remedies. So Gurudev said that two principal problems that humanity is suffering from are Durbuddhi and Dushkarma, distorted thinking and wrongdoing. And the solution to both Durbuddhi can only be countered by Sadbuddhi. And who is the goddess of Sadbuddhi? Gayatri. And Dushkarma can only be countered by Satkarma. And who is the god of Satkarma? Yajna. Deva Sanskriti ke Nirmata, Yajna Pita Gayatri Mata. These two are the principal remedies that Gurudev talked about. Gayatri helps one to cultivate, the better way to think. Sadbuddhi, Sadgyan, Sanmarga. Gayana Pranana Trayati Sa Gayatri, Shatpad Brahman says. And Yajna mantra Vedasya Vishya Yajna Bhuvanasya Nabhe. Yasya have said that Yajna is the foundation of the Satkarma. These two together, they create the foundation of the philosophy of Gayatri Parivar and Shantikunj. So Gurudev divided them into two, Sadhana and Swadhyaya for Sadbuddhi, coming from Ma Gayatri, and Sanyam and Seva, coming from Yajna as the Satkarma. And these four pillars, they have been crafted or fashioned into 5 days, 9 days, 1 month, 3 months long program, Shivir as we call them. They have been running since 1971, non-stop, relentlessly. And they were crafted and fashioned only with an idea that people should come here. And there has never been a charge for it. It's absolutely free.
So if you could briefly walk us through the program a visitor actually experiences here, like training camps, mass yogas or youth education initiatives or environment works you have here.
First of all, everyone is welcome to Shantikunj. Gurudev left only 2 messages. It is a home for humanity. And second, return with a purpose. That everything is free and return your life should be the message. So everyone is welcome. Any walk of life, any kind of education, Shantikunj is their home and it's open 24/7. Idea was that he created the program for everyone's liking. So there are 7 Kranti modules that Gurudev gave, ranging from sadhana, swadhyaya, shiksha, environmental conservation to women empowerment. Just imagine for a second that this entire 500-acre campus, including Shantikunj, Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, Brahmacharya Shodh Sansthan, It's zero carbon footprint. We recycle everything. The clothes I am wearing is made from hand. All the rubbish it is made from our campus. Rubbish is recycled to make the paper. All the human and animal waste we recycle to make gardening water, cooking gas.
So you have got the whole self-sustainable system over here.
It is the everything, like umpteen number of times we recycle it. And the idea, like, was that if you want to talk about environmental conservation, then show a model here. And even women empowerment, now definitions are different, but imagine in 1970s world was a different place. So Gurudev fought all his life for religious equality. So when people were saying that women cannot come out of the house, Gurudev made them in charge. We are the only ashram where all religious ceremonies are conducted by the women. This question was gone whether they can take part, they can't take part. They are the one conducting. It's up to you to decide whether you want to take part or not. So many things that Gurudev did, or anything that likes to anyone. There are people who are coming here for yoga program. We have the largest university for yoga program. Ayurved, we have the best division for Ayurved. People who are interested in dhyan, tapasya, yoga or meditation, there are constantly running program from Antah Urja Satra. People are interested in Gaushala. We have got 117 Gaushala. People are interested in agriculture. There is a big division of organic farming. So I think for everyone and anyone's liking, there is a place in Shanti Kunj. So this is a home not only of Gayatri Parivar, I would call it the home for humanity.
Dr. Pandya, you had very good opportunity to build a successful career abroad. And if I could say that an MBBS, a member of Royal College of Psychiatrists, and at the same time a respected post in London's NHS. So most people dream of staying on. ऐसा क्या था जो आपको यहाँ खींच लाया? Whether it was family or faith or something very deeper which kind of pulled you back here.
गुरुदेव की लाइफ, गुरुदेव का विजन, उनका व्यक्तित्व, उनका कृतित्व. I think anyone who had a opportunity or who were blessed enough to be close to him, it's like living next to the God himself. And as far as success is concerned, success is a measure of others and satisfaction is a measure for ourselves. And I can tell you in all honesty, the happiness that I feel, the fulfillment that I feel, the purpose that I feel by being walking on the path of Gurudev, nothing else can provide that to me. Accomplishments alone are not the definition of life. That is defined by the contribution. So the call was there. And this call is the reason why we all are here. I am not the only person. I would say that a team of 11,000 people who all were at the great positions, and they left everything at the call of the Gurudev because they felt that this is the place where their lives are defined.
It's been truly enlightening listening to you and understand at the same time what it means to live a really balanced and meaningful life. So there's a wonderful conversation and we'll continue this beautiful conversation right after the break. So stay with us as we explore more about Shanti Kunj, what makes it special, when to visit, and how it's celebrating 100 inspiring years of its journey. So welcome back. We are in conversation with Dr. Chinmay Pandya at Shanti Kunj in Haridwar. So if I'm planning to visit, suppose here, and I would like to ask you, what are the programs I would opt for, or what is the best time to enroll, and who are these designed for, like students, families, or working professionals?
Anyone can come. There are programs for all walks of life, all genres of life. That attracts the most number of people are the Sanjeevani Sadhana Satra. So people come here, as you said in the beginning, that people are here, they are searching for the meaning of their lives. And everyone's life, especially the human beings, their lives are defined by the purpose. And these Satra, these shivers were designed by Gurudev himself in 1971. And they are designed with an idea that people by doing 4 things, sadhana in the morning, inner contemplation, living a life of discipline, and also serving the society, they should be able to accomplish 3 things at least. Swastha Sharir, living a life of health and harmony. Swachh Man, cultivating positive thinking. and a Sabhya Samaj, contributing to make a prosperous, harmonious world. And that's the essential purpose of these Satra. But besides that, there are also Satra running for every other possible, genre of life, ranging from stress management to holistic well-being, to yoga, to Ayurveda, to also for the women who are at home and they like to know how to give good sanskar to the children. So there is a big division called Aao Gadhe Sanskar One Peedhi, where all the pregnant women, they are being taught the righteous skills to give the sanskar to the offsprings and the forthcoming generations. And then there are stress management programs, there are time management programs. People can find all the details on the website of the Gayatri Parivar and also on the university. Best time to come, I think Haridwar, every day is the best time. There is no special muhurts that you need to come here. But Gayatri Jayanti, Guru Purnima and Vasant Panchami, the both Divas of Pujya Gurudev, they are the most important times to be here.
So you are celebrating 100 years. So what did you plan and what is the message you wanted people to carry home?
तीन चीज़ें एक साथ हो रही हैं. I mean, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, they meet and they create the Prayag. And our Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati are meeting next year. So Vandaniya Mataji's centenary year is coming. Akhand Deepak has been lit for 99 years. It's 100th year of its lighting. And also the 100th year of Gurudev's Tapasadhana. So no doubt, from a blessing perspective, this is the biggest blessing that anyone could have. And we are not doing it for celebration. It's not an event. It's a time to provide our gratitude. Gratitude not only to Ma Gayatri, Pujya Gurudev and Vandaniya Mataji, but also gratitude to countless number of people who created the Shanti Kunj the way it is. We have 5,000 plus centers. There are people in every possible corner of the world. You go to Hiroshima or you go to Hawaii, you go to Honolulu or you go to South Africa. There are members of Gayatri Parivar all living their life with decent principles, with divine devotion. So it's a gratitude to each of them. And it's not a celebration of Gayatri Parivar. I believe it's a celebration of all those people who have got their deepest faith for humanity and also for Bharatiya Sanskriti. So our purpose of the 100th year, to be the light that Gurudev wanted us to be the inspiration for others by living the life, embodying the principles that we are meant to imbibe. We are not defined by what we have outside. We are defined by the virtues that we are devoting our life to. And that is the essential thing, remembering, reminding, and also rekindling, people's light, hope, inspiration, divinity in themselves.
अगर हम शांति कुंज की बात करें तो शांति कुंज अपने आप में शहर में बसा एक शहर है और जो लोग अपनी रोज़मर्रा के जीवन में व्यस्त हैं, खासतौर पर मेट्रो शहरों में, are longing for this pause in life. Experience that people are here is elevating and spiritually awakening, though through discipline, sadhana, yajna. This is absolutely amazing. Dr. Saab, have you ever thought of that you could able to touch or transform these many lives through Shanti Kunj?
कभी नहीं और मैं सोचता भी नहीं कि मैंने किया श्वेता जी. I think it's a blessing of Pujya Gurudev. Our life is a gift from Gurudev. Whatever we are able to do is only because of the blessings of Pujya Gurudev Vandaniya Mataji. प्रधानमंत्री के यहाँ पर कोई छोटा काम भी करे तो उसकी इम्पोर्टेंस बढ़ जाती है. भगवान के यहाँ पे करेगा तो उसकी वैल्यू अपने आप ही बढ़ जाती है. तो आई बिलीव वॉट एवर वर्थ दैट वी हैव गॉट इन वॉट एवर मैनर is only because of the blessings of Gurudev, and life of countless number of people are changing only because the life that Gurudev lived, the literature that he wrote, that is constantly changing, igniting, transforming lives of not one, millions of people.
So if I could ask a last word for everyone who is watching us, and at the same time, one thought they should keep forever from our conversation, what it would be?
Gurudev talked about purpose. Gurudev said without purpose our life is like a pendulum, moving a lot, reaching nowhere. So I would urge every single person is to remember the power that they carry within themselves. There is a beautiful old saying that if there is light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. Beauty in the person, harmony in the house. Harmony in the house, order in the nation. Order in the nation, there is peace in the world. And that peace only comes from inside, because spirituality is not a distant utopia. It grows from within and it goes outside with every conversation that I do, with every good deed that I make. And that starts from my belief in my own goodness. So I would ask people not to forget how great they are, remembering the worth that they have. As Gurudev said, that remember that you are the most precious being on the planet, and remember the power that you have. So live a life of devotion, think with clarity, and act with courage. That's what I would say.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pandya, for sharing such valuable thoughts with us. So if Haridwar is where faith meets flow, Shanti Kunj is where faith becomes action through learning, practice and service. If you are looking for a reset, maybe start with one simple daily routine and one act of kindness. Sometimes that's enough to change the week and slowly your life. Thank you viewers for watching, and stay tuned for latest news.